and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Moo or Mariah, and I yap about books a lot. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm excited about today because we are about to put ourselves out there on the hot seat on blast. It does happen. I'm going to be talking about some popular BookTok books that I have yet to pick up. These are books that I have bought because TikTok has influenced me, that went viral on BookTok, and that I just never picked I feel like we've all been there. We've all done that. We see a book go viral on BookTok, a book pop off on BookTok. We see multiple mutual creators read a similar book and they have said such great things about it, where we go and we immediately buy the book and we're just like, yeah, I can't wait to get into it. And then months go by and we're just like, oh, yeah, I meant to read that. Don't know why I never did, but I haven't. Yes. Yes, I am probably the queen bee of doing that because I am a huge mood reader and I'm just like, yeah, I want to read that. And then I go and buy it and it sits on my shelf and I'm just like, I don't know why I didn't pick that up, but like I'm not in the mood for it right now. I'm guilty. Sentence me, take me away, Your Honor. I am guilty of it through and through. So, anyways, I do have 10 books that I grabbed off the shelf. These are all books that I bought because of BookTok or a mutual book talker or booktuber, and I saw that they absolutely loved it, or multiple people have absolutely loved it, and I just went ahead and bought it, and I still just have not picked them up. I have 10 books here that we are going to go over and talk about. These are ones that I just saw in my bookcase, and I was like, yeah, I definitely got that because of BookTok, and here I am still haven't read it yet. Some of these are more common that y'all have seen. I've added to my TBR and I've just never picked them up. Some of them are newer ones. We'll see what I grab because honestly, I have several of these. This could be multiple videos of me just talking about books I have bought and haven't read yet because I've been influenced. Anyways, I'm putting myself out there and I shouldn't be because I know I already have a problem. Buckle up, get ready, get on in, and let's get into it. Starting off strong, A Love Letter to Whiskey. I bought this because everyone has loved this book. Honestly, I've only seen a couple of negative reviews about this. Other than that, everyone praises how great this book is. I know it's right person, wrong time over and over again, but I heard the love in this is like unconditional. They always come back to each other. It's one of those situations where it's like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and they're apparently like meant to be. But I heard this is probably one of the most toxic stories ever, like right there with Magnolia Parks. I don't know which one's worse toxic wise, but I ended up buying this because I have several mutual book talkers that loved this book and they were all rating it 5 or 6 stars even. I was like, oh, I need to read this, and I just still haven't picked it up because I'm not gonna lie, it's a thick one. It is a thick romance book and this scares me. It absolutely terrifies me. I got it because I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably absolutely going to love this, and then I just still have yet to pick it up because I'm scared of it now. Quicksilver. This is one that I was so excited about. I was like, yes, I can't wait to read this, and I chickened out so fast. I know everyone's been reading it lately because Brimstone comes out this month, and I know that is an anticipated read for so many people. I know so many people are so excited for it, but I don't read a lot of fantasy anyways, and so this fantasy is just scaring me right now, and I don't even know why. I have no clue what this is about, except for I know King Fisher is to die for, and I want to experience him, but I'm just scared. I'm scared. This is another thick one. I know fantasy books need to be thicker because they're a whole different world. It's a whole different system in every single fantasy book. I'm just scared. It's that simple, honestly. Nothing more to it. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I am actually ashamed that I have yet to read this because I have heard this since I started my BookTok journey. I have heard nothing but great things about this book, and it should have been one that I picked up like right at the beginning of my reading journey, and I didn't. And I'm actually embarrassed about it because I really do think I will like this book. And now that I think that I will like it, I'm scared to go into it because what if I'm disappointed by it? But I do love the plot and the concept of this because we follow Addie, who has made a deal with the devil, I believe. And basically, for immortality, people just can't remember her. So as soon as she meets someone and she leaves, they don't remember her at all. And she goes this entire life of being forgotten. And I couldn't imagine how lonely that is in the world until one day she runs into this guy who does remember her. And I think that's such a cool concept for a plot, and I just don't know why I haven't picked it up. There's no excuse for this one, honestly. I need to pick it up. Like The Serpents and the Wings of Night. This is another one where right at the start of my reading journey, I've only been reading for about 2 years now, maybe a year and a half to 2 years, you know. Right at the beginning of my journey, this was all over BookTok. Everyone talked about how amazing this was. It's games and trials, but with vampires. And they compared it to Hunger Games. And if you know me, I love Hunger Games. That is one of the only series that I have reread. And so I was like, yes, I'm about that. And I just never picked it up. And honestly, I don't know why. This is another one of those where I truly just don't know why I never picked it up, because it's not that it's intimidating or anything like that. It's a little intimidating, but not one of those like overly aggressive, intimidating books like When the Moon Hatched. That one absolutely terrifies me. This one's not as terrifying, but like I don't have a reason. I just haven't picked it up and I have no clue why. I do know that this is still an ongoing series, I'm pretty sure, but the couple that this book is in is only the first two, and then we follow a new couple in the next two. I think I said that right. Finding 13. I know, I still have yet to pick it up. I know, which is absolutely terrible of me, but I'm scared. I know this is going to be an emotional roller coaster of a series in general, and I'm scared of it. It's plain and simple as that. I just don't want to get my heart ripped apart and then try to sew it back together again just for it to get ripped apart again and again and again and again, and the cycle to just repeat. Now, I have listened to y'all because a girl came into my work the other day and she was like, you have to read it, but make sure you have the next book on deck because you're gonna want it. So what did I do the other day when I went shopping? I got book 2, 3, and 4 in the series. So I am prepared when I decide to pick up this series. I will definitely be ready for it. I do know this is set in Ireland. It's a lacrosse, I think, right? Lacrosse romance in a way, I think. But I do know each of these books reflects some kind of trauma that each person goes through. And I do know each cover has a meaning to it. And I love that each cover has a meaning to it and represents the trouble that they go through. I will say that, but I'm still scared of them. Butcher and Blackbird, I'm so upset with myself that I did not pick this up at all this spooky season. I feel like this is one where I could pick it up any time of year and be perfectly happy. But I do feel like it is more of a spooky season kind of read. So I am upset, but I will get to this eventually. I just still haven't. I know. I'm behind. I'm late to the train on this. Absolutely. My best friend Haley has read this one as well. She's read several of these actually, and she's been on my case about reading a lot of these, but I can only read so fast. She's a fast reader. I'm a slow reader. She's the type that if she wanted to be a book influencer and a book talker and tuber, she would be one of those that if she did it full time could read probably in a good month 20 books in a month. In a bad month, I feel like she could still read about like 7. 7 is a good month for me. So she's one of those people. So I will say that. I just finished Lights Out, and that's a dark, like, rom-com, and if Butcher and Blackbird is anything like that, I cannot wait to get into this though. I think it's going to be a good funny time and I can't wait to experience that. I love the dark rom-com-y like vibes that I got, so I'm really hoping that this gives off that same like dark rom-com-y vibes that I'm looking for. I'm wondering if I do audiobook for this and if it's going to give like that experience, but I do want to pick this up soon. From Blood and Ash, I know nothing about this. I think it's a vampire like fantasy story, but that's all I know. I just know this was all over BookTok. So one day when I was at the store, I went and picked it up. And that's all I got for you on this one. Truly, this truly is one of those cases where the hype did get me in this and I knew nothing about it. I just knew I kept seeing it on my For You page and was like, yeah, sure, I'll get that. And here we are with it still not picked up. And I'm pretty sure I've had this for over a year now. The Ritual. And yes, I do have the hardback for this. I do plan on getting the hardback for every single book in this series because I think they look stunning. I think they are beautiful. And so I am determined to own every single one in hardback. I may get the paperbacks as well. I don't know. Don't judge me for this. But this is one of those where this is probably one of the, like, if you were to look up like top 5 BookTok dark romance books, this is probably definitely on the top 5 for sure. That, and I feel like Haunting Adeline is definitely on there as well. I feel like this just goes hand in hand with book talk and dark romance, and it's kind of a shame that I claim to be a romance and dark romance reader and have yet to read this one. But I mean, the books get thicker and thicker as we go in this series. I mean, this is already a pretty thick book as it is. And so the fact that with each book in the series they get thicker terrifies me. Like, how much can you put in a dark romance book for it to be that thick? So yeah, I'm scared. I am, but I'm not, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. I do know this is like secret society. We have a lot of spice, but I heard that this is one of everyone's favorite books as well. So I do need to dive into it and experience it and get my own opinion. I do know a new book in this series I'm pretty sure is coming out soon as well. I feel like I'm going to get screamed at on this next one. I feel like I always get screamed at on this next one and people are going to be upset with me. But Akatar, listen. I don't know why I haven't picked this up. I think it's because I'm scared to disappoint everyone and be that person that may not like it. Because what happens if I don't like it? The internet is going to absolutely destroy me. I feel like people are going to be like, how could you not like that book? Like, how could it disappoint you? Like, did you even read it? Like, the internet is cruel. And so, yeah, I'm putting it off because I don't want to be that one person that doesn't like this book and everyone who loves it not like me because of it. I'm also scared of just this book in general. This is, I feel like, the introduction to Sarah J. Maas, and once you start, you don't stop. Like, I mean, from here you go to Throne of Glass, and from Throne of Glass you go to Crescent City. And I mean, those books get thicker as well. There's a whole intricate world and everything. We have just so much and so many different characters and so much to follow along with, where I'm just worried because I'm not one to binge a series. I'm one to spread out a series. And so, like, I'm just scared of that whole entire world, that whole entire universe and everything. So that's why I keep putting this off. I do need to pick it up though. It is giving me kind of winter vibes, so maybe I'll go into it this winter. We'll see. I definitely will vlog this when I do pick it up. And lastly, we have One Dark Window. This is another one where I've just been scared to pick it up, worried about it. What freaked me out the most about this was I thought there was like a guy living in her head and like talking to her always and like hearing her thoughts and everything. I've been told I'm wrong by Bestie Haley. She's just like, it's not that weird. You read Fourth Wing. So I'm going in with like the benefit of the doubt of not already liking it, if that makes sense. I may be talking gibberish right now. Anyways, besides the point, I've been putting it off because that part freaked me out a little bit, but I have been reassured. Everyone I see talk about this book either loves it or hates it. It's one of those situations where you're going to either love it or you're going to hate it. I do know some people who absolutely love Rachel Gillig and her writing, and she is an auto-buy author for them. I do know some people who like this but didn't like The Night and the Moth, or vice versa. So I do need to form my own opinion officially. I think the magic system in this sounds cool because it's tarot card magic. So that concept sounds really cool to me. I think that's so interesting. I'm hoping this is better than Arcana Academy with that kind of concept, because I did in fact DNF Arcana Academy. I did not like Arcana Academy. It was kind of boring to me. So I'm really hoping this does justice to the whole tarot card magic system. Okay, that is all 10 books that I have yet to pick up, but I do need to. I plan on it. I will eventually one day. I buy books faster than I can read them. I know it's a problem, but like, hey, I'm happy. If I'm happy, that's all that matters. But thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all listening to me yap. I know I do it quite often lately, but what can I say? I'm a rambler, but I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.